So a lot of times mathematicians are considered clever, but we're actually a lazy group of people. So we try to find a slick way to do things so we don't have to put much effort on it. I'm going to show you the lazy person's way, but you can do all these by hand as well. So I went into Excel once I realized I have to do something over and over, and I don't want to. So that might be thought of as ingenuity, but it's just laziness. What's going on here is you have this formula. Yours is going to be different. And it gives you it's a ball thrown in the air, and this is the height of that ball. So you can see the ball going up in the air, resting at the top, and then coming back down. And what they want you to do is they want you to estimate how fast that ball is moving at time equals 2 seconds. And so they ask you to use this formula to estimate it when it's 0.5 seconds after 2, 0.1 seconds after 2, 0.05 seconds after 2, and 0.01 seconds after 2. And so how you do that, well, one way you can do that is you can do these estimations on Excel. So here's what I did. Here's the value that I'm interested in. This is the height at y equals 2. I don't have any slope yet because I don't have anything to approximate it with. But I can take a point, 2 point, this is my Q. So this is my P right here, if you relate it back to the previous problem. This is my Q, 2.5. I'm just going to stretch out 0.5 away from 2. And my Y at 2 stays the same, that's my P. But my Y at the given time is 0. And how I get that, automate it, is I just did 40 times X. Recall that my formula was, I don't want it to do that. My formula was y is equal to 40 times t minus 16 times t squared. That was my formula. And so what I did is in here I went, instead of the t, I put the x. That was in A3. And so everything else I kept the same. I just instead of the t, and then I just put in A3, and then I just changed to whatever they asked me to. 0.1 away is 2.1, 0.05 away is 2.05, 0.01 away is 2. So these are my Q's. The Q's are changing, and it's calculating the Y2 for each one of these. And so I get these Y values, these differing Y values, and you see like it's matching up. So it just changed. I just scrolled it down. So I went here and I scrolled that formula down. So you can see my formula up here. And over here, I went and calculated the slopes. So the slope is y2 minus y1. So y2 is in column C. y1 is in column B. That's my P. This is my Q. And my x2 minus x1, my x is in A3. And my x1 never changes. If I don't want something to change when I scroll it, I just put a $sign. So I don't want the 2 to change because that's my P. The P is always the same, kind of like what I did in the previous problem. But there I was, just to show you, remind you, I was just changing the Q's and the P stayed the same.